Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244. As you may know, all the Google Stadia owners out there, that the servers will be shut down for Google Stadia in January 2023. So most of you are wondering, well, some of you are wondering, whether what's going to happen with Hitman. If you've got Hitman on Google Stadia, how is this all going to work? So Google has released a bunch of information yesterday. I'm going to go through it now because I like to report the news, no matter how small the communities or how big the communities are. So I thought I'd go over it for all the people that are on Google Stadia. I'll show you what all the process is. I'll leave all the important information on the screen. You can follow along with me with a link in the description as well. There'll be a blog post on our interactive website explaining all this in all the details. But I'm going to read it all out anyway, so you're good. For those of you who are not interested in Google Stadia stuff, then fair enough. But if those of you are, stick around. So let's get into it. From the top it says, on January 18th, 2023, Google are shutting down the Stadia servers completely. And this will mean that all Hitman World of Assassination content will no longer be available to play on the platform. As a reminder, Hitman World of Assassination on Stadia incorporates Hitman 1, Hitman 2 and Hitman 3 all under one roof. This is where all the important information comes from. Progression carryover. For all Hitman players on Stadia who are impacted by Google's decision and want to continue playing with their existing progress, we are currently working on enabling a one-time Stadia progression carryover. We expect to enable this process at least a week before the Stadia shutdown, but please read this full article for all the details. The Stadia progress carryover will allow campaign progress, XP, challenge status, item unlocks, mastery levels, and achievements to be carried over from Stadia to any of these platforms that Hitman 3 is currently available on, including Epic Games, Steam, Windows PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. In order to carry over your Stadia progress, you must link your Stadia account to an active IO Interactive account before the Stadia servers are shut down. The best way to create an IO Interactive account is through the game itself. Launch the game on Stadia, navigate to the IO Interactive account section, enter your email address, and follow the process. You can also log into the IO Interactive account website and double check that the correct Stadia account with your Hitman progress is listed under your linked accounts. Important: if you do not link your Stadia account to IO Interactive account before the Google shuts down the Stadia service on January 18th, 2023, it will be impossible to carry over your progress. So basically, you need to create your account with Google Stadia on the Hitman game itself. So you'll basically go into the game, you'll go into the options, I think it is, and it's all like, I think it's a setting called privacy. It will go through there, go through the process of creating your account through IO Interactive. So you'll have an IO Interactive account that will save all your progress and all your XP and everything you've earned in the Stadia version of this game. So when you go onto a PC, Xbox or PlayStation, if you're on PC, if it has to be an Epic, Steam or Windows PC, or Xbox or PlayStation, when you play these games on those platforms, you'll be able to do a progression carryover, so that all the stuff that you earned on Google Stadia, you'll be able to carry it all over to the new platform that you're going to have. So what will be carried over? Your player profile, XP, suits, items and mastery levels are all carried over. In addition, the majority of your Stadia achievements will also be unlocked on your new platform. Unfortunately, there are some compatibility issues between the achievement systems, so we decided to focus on making sure that the achievements related to progression would auto unlock as a priority. This will mean that players should not be blocked from completing any trophies achievements after the carryover. Your leaderboard positions, save games and created contracts will not be carried over during the Stadia progression carryover. Update as of December 16th. If you choose to carry over your Stadia progression, it will overwrite all existing progression on your target platform. For extra insight, if you already have existing progression, including items, on a non-Stadia platform and choose to perform the Stadia carryover process as described in this article, you will essentially replace all your existing non-Stadia progress with your Stadia progress, which may result in losing some items that you cannot re-earn. So basically, if you've already transitioned over to a new platform without doing this progression carryover, everything you've earned currently on the new platform will be lost if you do a progression carryover. But if you have everything unlocked on your Stadia version anyway, you're not really losing anything, because you'll have all that stuff from the Google Stadia version all transferred over to your new platform. Unless on your current platform you have more stuff unlocked than your Stadia version. In that case, you may as well just keep the current version. Hopefully that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Look, if you have any questions of this, let me know in the comments. I'll try and answer you as best as I can. But hey, look at this, new suit. Stadia exclusive items. When we launched Hitman on Stadia, we included platform exclusive items that were unlocked by playing each game from the World of Assassination trilogy. The sunset rubber duck, orange pinstripe briefcase, and a white sunset suit. Due to how these items were distributed to Stadia players, they will not be a part of the Stadia progression carryover. However, we are committed to making all of these items available to all Hitman 3 players and all platforms in a future patch. Just a little bit of a spoiler, they are hideous. I think if you look at that picture just then, if you look at that suit on PlayStation, it's basically the same suit with a blue shirt. It is hideous. And on Xbox, I think it's a green shirt, and on PC, I believe it's black. It's a black shirt. But yeah, they're all hideous suits anyway. They all look baggy on him as well. They all look like they don't fit him. It's almost like he's wearing his dad's suit. But anyway, let's move on to the last bit of the article at the end. What to expect between now and Stadia Shutdown. Google are shutting down the Stadia servers completely on January 18th, 2023. Here's some important dates. As soon as possible, you need to create an IO Interactive account and link it to your Stadia profile. It's absolutely essential that you do this before January 18th. If you do not link your Stadia account to an IO Interactive account before the Google shuts down the Stadia servers on January 18th, it will be impossible to carry over your progress. So after the servers shut down, it's impossible. January 11th, Stadia Progression Carryover will be enabled by IO Interactive through the existing Progression Carryover portal. So on January 11th, you'll be able to do all the progression stuff. January 18th is when the servers shut down. The exact timing and process is determined entirely by Google. February 17th, the Stadia Progression portal will be shut down and will no longer be possible for Hitman players on Stadia to carry over the Stadia Progression. The dates above marked with a star are controlled by IO Interactive, subject to change. So basically, you just have just over a month to get your progression carried over to whatever platform you're currently playing on. So there's a decent amount of time there. So let's say, I don't know, 5 weeks or so to get your progression carried over. But you must create an IO Interactive account and link it to your Stadia profile before that. Obviously, otherwise it wouldn't work. It says at the end, and finally, the Stadia progression process is all about continuing your journey, and we encourage you to share the word with any Stadia players you know. We will be sending out emails to the Stadia players who already registered their profile with an IO Interactive account, but we obviously can't reach anyone without an IO Interactive account. Between now and January 18th, we will be closely monitoring Stadia progression issues reported through our support pages due to their time-sensitive nature. Please don't hesitate to create a ticket, but also bear in mind that we are somewhat limited in how much support we can offer for some parts of this process. Google are in full control of the Stadia shutdown, and January 18th is the point of no return for linking your Stadia account to your IO Interactive account. And that finishes up the entire article. So again, I'll leave this into the description if you want to go over it yourself again. I thought I'm not sure about all the details of this because I'm not a Google Stadia player, but I thought that everyone on Google Stadia was going to get refunds for all their games. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I thought this was what was going to happen. You get basically a free code for whatever platform you're currently on, but apparently not. It wasn't mentioned anywhere here in this article, anyway at least. But that's what I thought was going to happen when Google Stadia was announced they were shutting down, that people would get refunds of their games. I'm not sure. Anyway, Google Stadia players, let me know in the comments about that because I'm curious of what's happening. And if you are a Google Stadia player, what platform are you playing on now? Have you jumped over to PS5 or you're on Xbox or you're on PC? Let me know. I'm interested. But overall, that's the news for the Google Stadia players on Hitman 3 currently. I just thought I'd cover that out there, get all the bases covered. And if you can, if you know anyone that's got a Google Stadia consoles, then feel free to share this video about, so get people to learn all this information as well. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Like and share this video about. It really does help a lot, and it does help out other people seeing this information out there. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed it anyway. Subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. Hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. Consider supporting me on Patreon or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below or clicking the link in the description. And a big shout out to all my Psycho Assassin members as well, which includes Bedry, Andrew Phillips, Wandering Wendy, Constantine Mueller, Mark Davis and Paul at Home. Thank you very much for becoming top tier Psycho Assassin members. If you want to become a top tier Psycho Assassin member yourself, click the link in the description for all the details of that. And you can get your name read out next month as well if you become a Psycho Assassin member right now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.